And as an example with Dentons, we discovered that if we could provide them with an automated billing solution, we could save them tens of millions of dollars a year, right?
So my former career was in legal tech, and so we'd
Mm.
spent a lot of time talking to law firms about what they're working on, what they're trying to build, and described exactly what we've done, sort of like design thinking workshops. What's the full workflow? How is it being done? And sort of tease out what the potential was there. The part that I'm very curious about when I started thinking about this a little bit, and when you were going through that, is how, and I mean this with respect, how do you differentiate yourself between like what you guys are conceptualizing and building, which I love, versus the big behemoths in the room, like the Lexus of the world, the Adorants of the world, who have like these legal experts that know this stuff, and they have all these workflows and all these wonderful things, right? So how do you break this down? How do you shake up the system such that your path is a probable path forward for Dentons to be able to build something like that out?
I love the question. So I think in a couple of ways. First of all, there's so much opportunity right now that there's enough room to have an offering right alongside those guys, right? How do we differentiate? So right now, when we first start to dive in, I think the key difference is that because my team is comprised primarily of PhDs in computer science and human-computer interaction in particular, and I can talk more about that discipline. We're interested not just in the current version of AI, but because there's this deep understanding of what AI can really do, it's about what is the application 3 to 4 years from now. So let me give you an example of what that has looked like. So we dive in, start having the conversations with Dentons, and when they first come into the room, people come in with ideas and shouldn't pick on them, but they'll say things like, hey, it would be great if I had a virtual researcher, or I could have do automatic calendaring, right? All this sort of task automation stuff that is sort of, I think of it as, if you think about the progression with AI as crawl, walk, run, I think of the automation as like the crawl part, right?
Okay.
It's not really amplifying and creating amazing potential. But then we start to go deeper and discover more opportunities in exactly the way that you describe. The first layer of it, we start to see, great opportunities for tools and technologies that are, I think of as low-hanging fruit that those other guys could absolutely build, right? And as an example with Dentons, we discovered that if we could provide them with an automated billing solution, we could save them tens of millions of dollars a year, right? So there's like one.
Huge.
We chose not to pursue it. But then as we started to go deeper, we start to see opportunities that are like automation layers or deep technology layers that alter the fundamental stack of technology to avoid the possible creation of legal problems that their clients have. So their clients are coming to them and saying, hey, I'm really scared about this privacy law. I'm really scared about, name like the legal peril. And what we can do is say, well, let's not let you get into a situation where you can have that fear.